We're not doing any like traps or anything at the moment, so you guys just are telling us about your journey down the mountain right now, telling us as we go. Nothing fancy required from you.
Well, if the danger is past for the most part, has it? Are we out of the danger zone? We're safe.
You can still hear the avalanche coming down. I mean, you're still on the mountain. But
well, Bentley is going to not run screaming because that's not very wizardly. He's going to wisely and fleetly trample down after Asgar. He's hopped off of Ankrist at this point because you don't need to be flying on your dragon all the time. That's not polite.
You gotta change it up a little bit.
That's not polite to them. They don't.
Yeah,
they're willing to tolerate it, but it's really rude.
Bentley spent a lot of time with dragons. He knows. He's
Yeah.
down with dragon culture.
Maybe Hazmac should get his car.
Just makes one out of snow.
I mean, if you want to try and summon it, do you know how to do that, or do you have a mechanism for that?
I mean, I probably would have parked it here on the way up, wouldn't I?
You're still on the side of the mountain here, so the parking lot is at the bottom.
The parking lot to the mountain.
I mean, it's a really good car. It can probably make its way up the path.
Okay, so you want to say you drove your car up this far?
I don't know. The tone of your voice is saying maybe I shouldn't.
I'm just asking you a question, man.
I don't like where this is going.
Don't live your life in fear.
Smug, this is your
He's
story.
gonna kill me.
Tell us your story about your car, Smug.
It's a really advanced land boat, as the dwarves call it.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
But no, it's probably not up here just yet.
That's fine. I mean, if you want to say that it's up here, you just tell me how it got up here for you, like chest deep snow, and we say that it's there. I'm not trying to stifle you guys' creativity.
No, I wasn't doing that.
Okay, fine. So just keep moving then.
Smug doesn't know how to deal with the non-compatible.
Yeah, God. His whole world is turned upside down.
Was that
Jared
a
has
side
grown.
path back there?
No. It's just, well, I mean, I guess you could squeeze between those trees and try to get further down if you wanted. You're small.
Sure am. Yeah, all right. I'm gonna do that.
All right, just a moment. Let me see if I can.
Spent all that time worrying about his car getting messed up because of a mean DM, and then he just goes down the path that's clearly a trap.
No, it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine.
Okay.
What you guys really have to worry about is where did I leave my explosives?
All right, so you squeeze in between the snowy trees, and snow falls down onto your blonde locks. And you get to the edge there, and you see that it's another cliffside, because this is a switchback path going down a mountain.
Makes sense.
Yeah. So, I mean, do you want to try and scale that cliff, or do you want to take the walking path? It's up to you.
Yeah, no. Yeah. Hazmat kind of gets up there. He kind of takes a glance down, then he's like, never mind.
Okay. So as you guys are doing this, you can still hear, and the avalanche is starting to get closer again. Might want to get a wiggle on.
Hey. I was stolen from.
That's okay. You'll get over it.
Well, Caesar is interested in getting through this as quickly as possible, and since he's only somewhat taller than Hesmac, he's not really that big. He's not having a good time with the snow, so he's going to also take this path that Hesmac has kind of discovered.
Mm-hmm.
And since he has, as he has a mushroom body and little in the way of self-preservation, he is going to go ahead and just make the leap.
Okay.
Oh no, the Overlord has split us up in our panic.
All right, so you're going to get somewhere out of reach, which is a getaway roll.
Indeed. All right, and I don't think we were working with anybody, so just a normal roll.
Yeah. Okay, so that's a 7 to 9, which means that you choose one of the options. You get there quickly, avoiding any harm. You get there quietly, drawing no attention. Or you grab someone nearby and bring them along with you.
I believe I will choose get there quickly, avoiding any harm along the way.
Okay. Let me just move your token down here. Okay. You made it down. You can see that over here, to your right, there is a collection of fallen trees and brush that's blocking the path.
Oh dear.
Now the rest of you still need to figure out a way down. And that avalanche is rumbling. It's imminent now.
Hesmac is going to change his mind after watching Caesar just mushroom up and do it.
Okay.
He's going to turn and he's just going to kind of leap in his special armor. And, you know, even though he's got some thrusters on his feet for whatever reason, he still has to, you know, survive the fall. So let's see how that goes.
Same deal. It's a getaway roll.
Indeed. And my grace is a -1.
So is mine. You can do it.
You know, I mean, witnessing Caesar's courageous leap, I wonder if that inspires me with some form of hope.
Well,
nobody can fight at my side like Caesar can.
Do you and Caesar have mutual bonds?
We don't. I don't have one to him.
Oh, I mean, that's just a betrayal 5. Thanks, buddy. All right, never mind.
Maybe you can
2d6
forge one.
-1.
Maybe you can forge one out of this shared experience when you're done.
I will,
Good.
unless I don't land good. So let's find out. 2d6 -1 going.
Find out in the comments below.
He's look.
Whoa!
Very nice. All right. So on a 10, you get 2 of the options. You get there quickly, avoiding harm.
let's
You get there
see.
quietly, drawing no attention. Or you grab someone nearby and bring them along with you. And there isn't anyone nearby, unfortunately.
Dude, so I'm just going to get there quickly and pretty quietly.
Okay.
I was hoping he'd mess up a little, so his like hair helmet would like go into the snow, like womp like a missile, like a lawn dart.
Yeah. Yeah, I just landed upside down. That's why they call me the Scud.
Nobody calls you that ever.
Yeah, I never heard of that before.
Not unless you're naked.
No, that's the Skid.
Okay. Now, unfortunately, you landed without drawing any notice, but Caesar didn't.
Oh god, there's ice wolves down there.
Oh god.
Tentacle monster.
You
God,
see
it's
a
so attractive.
dark, writhing mass of shadowy limbs flopping out of the forest to the south towards you. You recognize it as a shadow maw.
Oh dear.
I like the perfectly unemoted expression of dismay. Ah, man, it's like those damn things from Resident Evil 5.
They're actually called night maws, but they're beasts of shadow that hunger like no other.
The things from Resident Evil 5, as a Resident Evil 5 expert, are Ouroboros parasites.
Ah, very good.
Thank you, Harbinger.
No problem.
Alright, so we're going to swing the spotlight away from the two of you, because you've placed yourself in danger. So we're going to leave that on a cliffhanger. We're going to see what Lancrist and Rasheen, who are still the closest to the avalanche, which is just about to hit them, are doing right now. That's called a soft cut.
Leave him to die.
I am going to get the fuck away.
Okay. So do that. Fly away. Or run away. Your choice.
Guess I could also take Rasheen with me.
I'll allow it. But will Rasheen allow it?
Rasheen will allow it only so that he can assist. Because he wants to be dropped. Preferably not on the Shadow Maw, but, dramatic. Superhero landing.
Well, you guys don't know about the Shadow Maw right now.
Oh, we don't know about it. Okay.
Yeah,
well,
I don't think we can see that the others jumped off the cliff.
Oh, yeah, I guess those trees are kind of blocking our vision.
You might have heard Hesmack's goofy, like, Yahoo!
Hesmack landed quietly.
Okay,
if anyone's going Yahoo ho ho, it was
That's true.
Yahoo ho ho ho.
Yahoo ho ho.
Yes.
Incidentally, there's a good Goofy cartoon about learning how to ski that would probably have helped us out in this situation.
But Rasheen would consent to being lifted off in this situation since the mountain is still crumbling down behind them.
Okay. So
All right.
you've reacted, so move your tokens. I won't make you roll for it. Just go, because you reacted in a timely manner.
Okay. Here's a question. If I get up in the air and am I high enough to see over the trees and to where Caesar and Hesmack are?
Once you've launched yourself up into the air, if you fly over in that direction, sure. I mean, they're tall trees, but if you get down to, where you can hover above them, you can definitely see over, and, they're right below the cliff, so it's a bit of a sheer drop.
I see a glorious opportunity to drop a Rasheen bomb very soon.
Sure.
I mean, I hope I don't actually explode like a bomb would. That would be undesirable.
Well, we'll see how that works out.
I hope you filled your pockets with candy.
The Lancrist and Rasheen are airbound. Bentley, Asgara, how about the two of you? You can see the trees beginning to shake to the north.
So from where I'm at, can I see like down over this little cliff face? I know I can't probably see all the way to where the shadow monster is, but can I see kind of down towards that direction?
Yeah.
Why don't you? I'm going to go ahead and make another leap, but first things first, I'm going to grab my good buddy Bentley here and take him with me.
Oh no!
Okay, you're going to bodyguard it?
Tell me, my friend, have you heard of the tale of the mythical creature called the Frongling?
Oh boy.
Of course.
They always land on their feet, except when they don't, and then they die. And then I'm going to go ahead and leap off, like, down over to this area here, if that's okay.
That's fine.
How inadvisable. I scream the entire phrase. How inadvisable! As we leap.
Uh-oh.
Oh, look, a friend.
Oh, hello, friend. Oh, don't give up, skeleton.
You land right next to another night maw. Behind you, you also see a skeleton wrestling itself up from its grave, and another shadow maw further up the path. This is Matt breaking in from the future, just to let you know that combat has been handled completely incorrectly this session. So if you are looking for actual play with correct combat, this is not it. So you've landed in danger, so we're going to swing ourselves back over to Hesmac and Caesar. There's a night maw right in front of you.
There's a night maw in front of us. Shadow maw. Caesar will act.
The book calls them night maws.
Oh. The darkness maws? We're just going to recycle through various names now.
The
dim lighting maws. Yeah. Anyway, Caesar will act by drawing forth the power of the orcs that is inherent in their blood. And his green, sappy, kind of gross blood will go to those fallen trees and attempt to pull one forward, I suppose, sort of a control through the magic, and launch it at the Umber Maw.
Okay. So are you trying to keep it busy, or are you trying to overcome it?
That's a good idea. I think I will try to keep it busy, as I am giving Hesmac the opportunity to do something dwarf-like.
All right. So keeping them busy is a courage roll. And right. Have you and... sorry, go ahead. Nothing, go ahead.
Okay, I don't think we don't have any bonds, so it's just a roll. Oh no.
Okay. So that's a 4, which is less than 6. As you know. Which means that we'll have to make a cut against you. So you summon the trees. You summon the trees to your side. But unfortunately, you can see that those trees now are corrupted. So those trees, rather than helping you out, begin to hem you in. They're starting to restrict your area. And that is going to damage your courage, seeing the trees turn against you.
I'm not okay with this.
Okay, the Umber Maw is still ravenously hungry at the both of you. Hesmac, what are you going to do about it?
Now it doesn't know I'm here, does it?
It doesn't know you're here yet.
So I probably have an advantage over it?
Sounds good.
All right, I want to finish them.
All right. How are you going to finish them?
Going to use my firearm. Yes. I have to double check that.
An innate talent of your people, right?
I believe so.
Okay.
Yeah, it's dwarven gear.
Yep. So that's a ranged reload dwarf-made item.
That's right.
And you're attempting to finish them by ambushing them, which means you're going to roll finish them with blood.
Indeed. So 2d6 plus my blood.
Mm-hmm.
My blood, of course, is a 0. Well, here we go. Womp womp.
Oh. Okay. I really thought that was going to work. Okay. Let me see. So you lose the advantage and you face retaliation. Okay. Let's see how they're going to retaliate against you. Well, the Shadow Maw will notice you unlimbering your gun, and it will lash out with a tentacle, slapping you across the face with a shadow blow.
Oh!
Damn.
How rude.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Right, my gums.
So that is going to damage you. What stat do you think that's going to damage?
Well, let's see. I do have a. I mean, that's my face. Let me see.
This is moneymaker.
It is. It is. However, it's really rattled me. I mean, here I am thinking, you know what? I got the advantage. This is gonna be easy. And the Umbermore just kind of slaps me right in the face.
Oh.
I'm probably a little shattered from that. I'm thinking my courage might be in a little uncertainty.
Okay. So it damages your courage, and you see the Umbermaw grows larger, seeing your fear. It now has 1 armor.
Ah, shit.
Lankrist and Rasheen, you're up. What are you two up to? And don't forget, you guys can grab the spotlight anytime it's appropriate. You don't have to wait for me to say it's your turn. I'm just trying to keep things moving right now.
Well, what I can do is I can swoop low over the Umbermaw and drop Rasheen on it to attack it if Rasheen wants.
Yes, I'm okay with that. That sounds exceptionally heroic.
All right, I'm going to say
except,
that... sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, except Lankrist is going to punctuate this by saying, well, it's time to actually get impressing me, human.
All right, it sounds like you have an advantage because you're coming in by air. So, Rasheen, what would you like to do? You have an advantage over the Umbermaw.
Okay. So, Rasheen will attempt to finish it.
Okay, and how are you going to do that?
So, he will unsheath his blade, which shines in the morning. Wait, is it morning?
It's
Afternoon.
night, but there's fire.
Night. Okay. Okay. Which glows brightly in the firelight. A bit about the blade, since it's supposed to have a long and storied past. It has been passed down from generation to generation within the royal family. It is of dwarven make, and is a powerful weapon against darkness. In fact, it was largely what drove the Overlord away during the conflict that he had with Rasheen in the past, and probably what saved him from that and left him with a scar merely instead of dying. So he will bring it to bear against the Umbermaw, and when he drops, when Lankrist drops him, he shall drop out of the sky on it with a mighty downward stab, attempting to drive it straight to the center of the beast, and invoking the spirits of his ancestors and the light as he does so.
All right, so it sounds like you're definitely going to finish them. So it's your time to choose if you're overpowering them, ambushing them, or using your innate talents, or if you're demonstrating superior skill by waiting for just the right moment with panache and style.
Mm-hmm.
So one is blood and the other is grace.
Which one's blood?
That's an ambush or using your talents.
Yeah. Given that I'm being dropped on it from above, I guess this would qualify as an ambush.
All right, so you've got an advantage.
Quite sudden.
You could finish them, so you roll your plus blood.
Okay, and as Lankus drops Rasheen, he will stress that he does not fight for the approval of worms.
Wow.
I mean that as in worm, not worm.
Oh, with a Y.
Derogatory. Yes.
With a Y, he says as he falls.
Not racist. Okay. Let me see. My blood is okay.
Okay. Well, You guys are not having a lot of luck right now.
I was feeling okay about 6. I was feeling like 6 could possibly take me places.
And then
You were
Rasheen was
wrong.
eaten.
It can take you places, but not the best
Not
places.
places you want to go.
No. No.
Okay. Well, you fall from the sky, dropped by Landchrist, and you land heavily, and you bounce off of the ground next to the Umber Maw there, and it's startled, but not destroyed. So you're gonna take damage there. You have to choose a stat to damage and mark it off.
Okay. I'll damage wisdom.
Okay, that's fair. All right, who wants to
Clearly, I was
spotlight?
wrong to trust the dragon to drop me on top of a monster. Instead, I land right next to it.
I'll take it.
All right, what do you got?
Oh, speak of the devil. Here's one of them right now. We have these things all over back home. I'll show you how we deal with them. And I'll grab one of these logs with my great immense strength. One of these logs here behind me.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna leap directly at my foe and attempt to finish them. Part of my leaping ability.
You have that option, yes. All right, how are you going to finish them?
I'm charging up this log with the same sort of energy. My whole body's glowing with this stuff. Apparently, it's what kind of powers me. And I'm going to slam it into this dark creature with all my might.
All right, so that's an innate talent of your people, so roll plus blood. Now, are you and Bentley mutually bonded yet, or still waiting on that?
I don't think so. Let me double check, though.
I do not have any bonds with the giant.
I have no bonds with him.
Okay.
Oh, man. We don't even like each other.
So you got a 7 there, so that's good.
Yep.
So 7 to 9, you deal damage to a stat that makes sense, and you lose your advantage over them. So it has 2 stats. Actually, okay. Well, you can either damage its armor or this one doesn't have armor. You can either damage its hunger, which is what allows it to gain armor when it damages you, or you can damage its shadow's ability, which means it can only form in darkness and can't touch anything off the ground. Now, was your log on fire by chance?
It was filled with this energy, so it probably would damage the shadow ability because it's kind of like fire. It basically explodes when I hit this thing, and I just leap into it with all my fury.
Okay. So the power of the light within that log dispatches much of the creature's presence, but it's still hanging on. It's not quite done yet, but you've damaged it grievously.
Come, Bentley, my boy, into the fray.
Well, with that encouragement, Bentley has very little choice. He picks up his weirdly evil-looking sword again. Why? He's on your side, right? Why does he have... It's so evil-looking. And he stabs towards the half-a-maw?
That's what's left of it.
Ah, gotcha. I get it. He says, yes, but our friends behind us, man, they're like... They're having a bad time, I think, really. Oh, boy. And I will roll to overcome the half-a-maw.
All right, how are you going to overcome it? With blood, I guess, so go for that.
With blood, I mean...
The overcome is always blood.
Yes.
Okay. You got a 7.
So I slash at it with my necrotic rune sword of really looking terribly evil. I really don't remember why I decided to bring this one. I had so many I could have chosen from. This one seems really suspicious.
All right. So you can either pay a price to prevent it from causing further harm at the moment, or you can create a temporary solution, which will delay that threat, but when the time's up, it'll be back in force, and I'll tell you when that happens.